This is not about a guy called Smith who spends a lot of time hanging out in his backyard. It's about a development that I'm going to make here. This is our little tiny backyard workshop. There's a tiny little patio area in a kind of post-winter state of slimy green neglect. So there's going to be a few changes around here. I'm going to get rid of these plants from here, put them somewhere else, sort out this corner and install there an anvil and on a stump, and there's going to be a little brake drum forge is going to be part of the equation as well, and maybe one or two other bits apart from blacksmith's type hand tools. I'm not a blacksmith, I've got no skill in that area at all, but I'm a curious tinkerer in various things and I'd like to learn a few blacksmithing skills without aiming for the stars really. I'm just interested in learning as I go along, enjoying myself. So it's blowing a hoolie here today. Storm Jorge is hitting the British Isles right now, and so there's not a lot else you can do in a day like this other than get the pressure washer out. Inside our beloved camper van, just newly transported, are my new treasures. This anvil, which is quite large, quite old, and has been shot blasted and painted with blue primer by the seller. More of that later, what I'm going to do with this anvil. Here is a massive lump of oak that was very kindly given to me by a local tree surgeon, and we'll be featuring this later on too. And finally, for now, the pipe and fittings that are going to be, well, going to deliver the air to the underside of a brake drum forge that I plan to build. So all of these will be developed and you'll see videos of that later. So here's the area cleared and weeded. These walls, this probably 200-year-old granite wall, we're leaving to let the paint, white paint, weather off it and try and get it back to a kind of more natural stone look like that. This old Victorian outhouse toilet, which is now our woodshed, is just built of brick. That we're going to paint because really it needs all the help it can get. This was always our barbecue area. I see no reason why we can't use the forge as a barbecue, actually, dual purpose. If anybody can think of a reason why I shouldn't, please let me know in the comments. But that's the plan, just minimise and use the resources that we have. So we're all ready for the pressure washer. The box of bits, pipes and fittings for putting together the piping underneath the brake drum forge. I don't have the brake drum yet, these are all parts I've got. I'm going to get them out and have a look at them and then assemble them. It's a 2-inch pipe system. That's actually a 2.5-inch flange, which I had to get, well, we had to buy a bush for because they didn't have a 2-inch flange in stock. So T, a cap for the bottom, and 2 other bits of pipe, all threaded. There's lots of guys on YouTube who tell you can get this stuff for next to nothing. Well, sorry, that didn't happen for me. It cost quite a bit, but it's a one-off, so that I can list it along with all the other one-offs in my life. It cost me a fortune, but it's all good fun. It's galvanised. Before you say you can't use galvanised pipe in a forge because it gives off toxic fumes, I'm reliably informed that the pipework underneath the forge does not get hot enough to do that, and the benefit is that it won't rust so easily. Here we are. There's nothing clever or innovative about this on my part. There are umpteen videos on YouTube about how to build these, so I'm not going to dwell on it too much. It seems to me to be a good and simple design and pretty robust. It's pretty solid stuff, this. So basically the flange bolts onto the bottom of your brake drum, and there's a hole in the bottom of the brake drum obviously. The right angle section that goes into the T, that's where you have your air blower, and underneath you have the pipe that goes down, and there's a unscrew that to let the ash and everything out. Obviously the whole thing will be supported by a stand of some kind, and this will be some distance off the ground. So there we go. More on this later when I get the brake drum. So there we go. All nice and pressure washed. Blank canvas to paint on. I think the anvil's going to look mighty handsome. Don't mind admitting that I like the look of anvils, but it is a bonus if you use them as well, I'm sure. One of the good things about this little area here is the outdoor power point, which is going to be very handy for tools, and maybe if I use an electric blower for the forge as well. So, progress. Call this the end of part 1.